gonna brighten your day. Hold on tight, it's gonna get wild. It's the Pissy Sue Show, laughter lights the way. Sisters with a purpose, come.
Welcome to the Pissy Sue Show. I'm Loretta.
And I'm Joanna.
And together
We are the Pissy Sue Show. So today we have a very special guest, Javier Guido.
This is my son-in-love, we call him. And he's going to talk about his testimony. He's had quite the life.
Quite the experience, actually.
And he's coming to us from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. He has a 1-year-old son. He's a retired Green Beret. And he is the elite part about the Green Beret. The elite part is that he saw Jesus in his house. So he's an elitist in every form of the word.
Amen.
So let's start off with some questions.
Javier, for people who don't know you, tell us in 30 seconds who you are and make it sound cooler than the Army does.
To answer Joanna's first question, under 30 seconds. So you guys literally covered everything. You know, I joined the Army at 18. The conventional focus is everyone that's not special operations, and unconventional, that's, special operations, so special forces. First 5 years I spent in the 82nd Airborne. After that, remaining 10, 15 years, 15 years until retirement, special operations. So 7 Special Forces Group was my my allocation of time. Basically, I'm brown. I got sent to the most brown focused. No, sorry, I kid you not. Like special operations and special forces, we're very, very native focused. So a brown guy gets sent to most likely 7th Group, where time he'll deploy Central Southern America. For example, basically Asian people, they always get sent to 1st Group. They always get sent to Thailand, etc. So, but anyways, I just retired 11 months ago, actually.
And you're
yep. 37.
37. Retired at 37. That's amazing.
Yeah, but I am super lucky to be alive. So I'll tell you quickly, Army man is it's use and abuse. Like everything about my former job was just use and abuse. So yeah, I'm lucky to be alive. That's it. That's under 30 seconds.
You did have a stroke, right?
Yeah, I did. So
Can you
let
walk
me
us through that day and what you were feeling in that moment.
Yeah, let me start off by explaining that versus medical retirement versus actual retirement. I did medically retire out as 100% permanently disabled, so I have the handicap license plates, but you're looking at 100% permanently disabled veteran. Veterans we fall different from permanently disabled medical people that require license plates, etc.
On the day that you did have the stroke, what were you feeling in that moment?
I think the best way to acknowledge my stroke time frame is to let you guys know that I retired as an E8, so Master Sergeant. So I actually was in command of my element. I'll tell you where I was at, but I can't really tell you the specifics of what I was doing there. And I can't tell you where in time I was, and basically I can tell you where the actual stroke happened on the road on the highway, but I can't be like, where are we going? But so January 2023. I had a full left side embolism collapse, and basically a full left side embolism collapse means an artery exploded in my head, and this happened at 4 a.m. in the morning on so Virginia and DC, they have a route. This actual road is Highway 66, and literally I was on at 4 a.m. in the morning, and to my right was another Special Forces member, and right behind me was another Special Forces member as well. And they're literally looking down at their tablets. They're managing their day, like basically planning their itinerary for the rest of the day. And I was driving, and I had it set on speed control at 80 miles per hour. I was like, okay, 80 miles per hour. We'll head into DC, and in time we'll knock out the actions we need to knock out, and then we'll get back home. About 5 minutes on the drive, I noticed this is my brain. I didn't understand it, but I noticed the actual speed, the speedometer, jumping from 81, 82, all the way to 86. I noticed on 86, my brain shot up. I was like, oh man, I need to slow down. I remember thinking it, and then attempted to move my right foot, and my entire right leg, I could not move. That's what happened. My right foot, it fell asleep. Basically, I lost, conscious connection down to it. And the time it literally touched the gas pedal, and it just pushed the actual vehicle 86 miles per hour.
Wow.
And then when I noticed that, I started freaking out. I was like, oh, dang, I have no idea what the hell's happening. I need to have my right arm, right? Grab my right leg and get off the damn gas pedal. But then my right arm literally slithered down my right side and then just was hanging between the seat and the center console area. I don't know what else happened after that, but I was like, man, I guess it's up to my strong left side. So I grabbed the wheel. I pinned my knee up, so my left knee pinned the wheel straight. I remember my left arm grabbing my actual right leg, moving it off the gas pedal, and in time moving everything over my left leg, managing the gas and the brakes, and then I literally pulled the actual vehicle over to the right. We were driving a van, and basically I remember pulling over, but everyone else in the vehicle was managing their day. They're managing their tablets. They're like, "Hey, what the hell's happening?" And in time, I thought I said this, but at the same time, I was having a stroke. So basically, you understand, residual effects is loss of communication. And I thought I said, "Hey guys, I don't feel good. I think I need to pull over right now." And what they heard was just me sounding like that, but it was very inaudible. It was just like blah blah blah,
Yeah.
And
Did you think
Yeah.
like this was it? Did you
No,
did you realize what was
3.5 hours after I found out. But
Oh wow.
anyways, I pulled the vehicle over. Then I decided to get out, and I fell completely on my face on Highway 66, from Virginia into DC, on my face on the highway. And basically, my two partners, they jumped out, they picked me up, they threw me in the back, and they got on the on ramp, and they took a 180 degree. They just basically turned around, and they took me to the Virginia hospital. It's a level 1 hospital. It has a specific surgeons, neurosurgeons and cardiovascular surgeons, all the specialized medicines that they have there. And 3.5 hours after I checked in, this is the most entertaining part of it, because no one told me. No one from the ER. I had no idea I had a stroke, by the way, until 3.5 hours after. The head neurosurgeon came down from the hospital side, and I had no idea who it was. I was being patient. I was waiting. Basically, you have the curtains in the ER room, right? He opened up the curtain. He had a tablet in his hand, and he looked at me. He looked at the tablet. He looked back down at me, closed the curtain sheet. And like 5-10 minutes after that, he came back. But he opened the curtain up the second time, and he looked at me. He's like, "Are you Javier Guido, sir?" And I was like, "Yes, sir, I am." He's like, "Are you the guy that had a stroke?" That's how I found out that I had a stroke. And I didn't know what to think when he's like, "Stroke." I was like, "Is he serious?" And then I was like, "I guess I did." Then he turned the tablet around and he showed me my left side of my brain, and it was completely a giant mess of
What did your
stuff.
relationship with God look like back then?
Yeah. So this kind of fast forwards into the future. I had no relationship with him. Well, he had a relationship with me, but I had zero with him. So I left the church at the age of 15 or 16, being a young man in California looking for work and time. I didn't understand it. I know in time people pull away from the church, pull away from God, pull away from Jesus because they don't like it. It holds them responsible, but it really doesn't. But my ignorance was what kept me away from him. And in time, special operations, special forces, it filled me with something that wasn't real. And in time it explained itself after medical retirement. It showed me that no one sticks together. But I'm telling you, man, Jesus Christ, he never ever left me. Never. I left him. For 25 years of time, I left him. And by the way, I now go down to the Catholic church that's located 1.5 miles from here. I never even walked in to a Catholic church after leaving the Catholic church that I left in California, 15, 16 years of age. I never even cared to walk back inside of one. Now in time, I'm literally receiving the Eucharist the body and blood of Christ. I'm going down there every week, if not two or three times a week. My life has completely 180 80 turn to the right direction now. So yeah, non-existent.
Can you take us to that night where you saw Jesus? I want to hear
Okay.
that story.
Fast forward.
Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about why he would present himself to me. And the only thing that I can conclude, obviously I could ask him in time, he has answered me. But I think the reality for me was understanding that there was something much, much bigger than us in this planet, in this world, in this universe, and basically in this dimension that we live, this physical world, right? I didn't understand it. And I got to back up to explain to you guys my first spiritual awakening time frame, and why in time the mother, the Virgin Mary herself, touched me first.
Let's go to a quick break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back. Hi, I'm Joanna with Epic Realty, serving California and Arizona. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, I know sometimes real estate can be overwhelming. I'm here to answer all of your questions and make it an easy transaction for you. Give me a call back and hear your Virgin Mary story.
Basically,
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're going to start hearing Javier's story about the Virgin Mary, about Jesus.
So around March 15th to March 30th timeframe, earlier this year, which was the month of my 1 year. Noah, he was 1 year that month. Actually, it happened in this room right here. But we as humans, we have 5 sensory perceptions, right? So we can touch, taste, smell. We can do all the 5 senses. I was praying the rosary, and I don't really care to discuss the difference between season and time, like why the rosary. I'm telling you, I was praying the rosary with my brother, who's a Navy SEAL, and my mother-in-law, Luann. I kid you not, I had no sensations ever through any of my prayers, to nothing. That night, I actually felt like hands, like fingers, running down my shoulder blades, like from the rear, someone positioning their hands and holding me, like just push, like if they were standing, I was kneeling, like at the time they were actually touching me. And I kid you not, this 100% makes sense. I thought I was actually dealing with something very demonic. I was like, dude, am I being possessed? I was like, what the
Something you've never felt before.
Like
and
nothing.
That's your first
nothing.
reaction.
Nothing had. I kid you not. I was shaking for the few seconds. I felt confusion, incredibly. I was just shaking. I was scared. But then I looked down at the actual rosary card that I was praying on, and I saw the mother herself. I actually saw the mother on the actual prayer card, and in time I felt an everlasting love embrace me. Like it actually embraced me, and I felt the touch of the mother first. The Virgin Mary touched me. Yeah, it gets a lot gorgeous because later that night I heard the voice of the Father. But my brother, he ended up finishing the rosary, and the time he spoke first, he's like, man, I felt something really powerful inside the room. He's like, what'd you guys think? And it took me a second to register how to tell him that I thought the mother had touched me herself, And I looked at him, I was like, I think the Virgin Mary touched me herself. That's all I could think about saying, Like, I think the Virgin Mary touched me. I think she did. And inside, he's had a spiritual awakening time as well. He actually had a photo of her taking, blessing his family about 2-3 months before my spiritual awakening time frame. And then I left the room. We were getting ready for bed. So around 9:30 to 10 p.m., we were starting to lay down, right? And I kid you not, what happened next was sensory overload. It was like being controlled outside of my body. But the control was happiness. It was love. It was everlasting presence and grace. And then I walked into my fridge and I grabbed a big glass of milk. I poured a big glass of milk, and then I went into my Florida room and kicked my feet up. I sat down. I haven't drinking milk in like years. What the hell am I? I was like, what the heck am I doing? And the voice of the Father literally spoke to me out loud. And I heard the voice of the Father. But he told me, you were never ever right because you were never ever right with me, my son. I don't care like that people don't believe me. I don't care, man. I'm telling you, this is real. The spiritual world. I have no idea how the hell I seen these actual images that he showed me. I'll mention the first two. He showed me that he never ever left me. I actually witnessed my physical body at a year and a half of age. My mother tells a story. She tells it perfectly. But I had adult-sized kidney stones inside my kidneys, which that's most likely a deathbed for most children, right? A year and a half of age.
Right.
Basically impossible for your urination time frame for your body to get rid of them. And he actually showed me that he personally delivered myself to her. But basically, my mother took me to San Diego, ER Central, and basically, she delivered me. Basically, this old man walked out, this old, 6'2", white hair, white beard, old man, wearing a cloth mask. And he spoke clear Spanish, like perfect Spanish. And he said, "Mujer, llévate tu niño." He said, "Woman, take your son." And apparently, my mother, she literally ripped me away from him, and she took off running. She didn't check out, nothing. And apparently, she said she saw the actual life return back into me. Like I understood that I was blue. I was dying. I was literally on close to deathbed. And
So his fingerprints were all over your life, all your life.
the second event that he showed me, this one really makes sense to you guys. And basically, my mother, she ended up deciding to go back to ask for this doctor's name a few weeks after. There was no doctor that even worked there. There was no doctor that even spoke Spanish there. So the second one actually happened in 2010, 2011. So I just had returned. Minus that, I'm missing multiple ones. So he showed me 15, 20 different events that I should have been dead. Like he showed me, he's like, "You have never ever left me. I've always been with you." But this one,
the plans he has for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But this one really makes sense. But all right, so I told you guys I was a paratrooper, so I used to jump out of airplanes. I started off with the 82nd Airborne, right? Jumping out of airplanes was what I did, like literally what I did. And basically after 2010, 2011, I had a terrible night jump, and I burned in. Actually, it was rolled up, so it has cigarette roll. Basically, the risers, they just connect to the top portion of it. They were entangled. There's zero ability for that to hold anybody up. It's just like burning in. And I remember activating my reserve parachute 100 feet off the ground and falling incredibly hard. Like I had bruised ribs. I was screwed up. But Jesus, he showed me that image one more time. He actually showed me my right hand. He actually showed me my right hand being controlled by his hand. Like he was there with me. He was embracing me. And in time, my hand was being moved by his hand. And in time, he pulled the ripcord. He did, and he saved my life. So I kid you not. Everyone that always burns in, about 90 to 99% of them die. So
Yeah,
he has been there since I was born.
It's amazing that you got to see how many times he saved your life. We take these things for granted every single day, how many times he's saved us. And you are fortunate enough to be able to see so many times.
Elite.
Yes, absolutely.
Now I get to love you. I mean, I loved you pre-Jesus, so I get to love you even more post-Jesus. The thing that I know for a fact, so like you said, you don't care who believes you. I know your message, right? All you do is try to spread the word of Jesus. I see it and I love it. But, because you did have a stroke, which is why I brought it up, which is what kind of even was the lead onto it, is that if you had the stroke, it would be easy for people that know you to be like, "Oh yeah, dude, you may be a little crazy, you had a stroke."
Yeah, absolutely.
You imagine that. But knowing you before and knowing you after, and what it says is you will know it's the Lord by the fruits.
By the fruits.
And Javier's got the fruits.
He has got
He's
the
a
fruits
little
for sure.
Jesus, which is,
Absolutely.
It's awesome. Okay. When you told Phoebe about these apparitions that you were seeing, what was her reaction? How did she
She did not believe
feel
me.
about it?
She did not
She
believe
did
me.
not believe you.
No. So
Which
sorry,
is
I
funny
missed
because
it.
she knows you. You're not one to make
Yeah.
things like
No,
this up.
no one believed me. My own
I
blood
did.
brother did. Yeah, but at the same time, I think Luann, I think she was the one that started believing me.
Weren't you out feeding the hungry today? Is that what I
Yes,
heard?
I was. Yes, I was. 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Yep. We
Nice.
donated 42 bags in between that number of big brown bags filled with Thanksgiving materials, and in time we gave them a 25 pound turkey as well. And every person that came today was happy, like actual happiness.
Very thankful, very grateful. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Especially the way the world's going right now. It's tough to get groceries, and then you've got to think about Thanksgiving. So you were a blessing today.
Well, not me. Jesus Christ was, but yes.
He
Yeah,
used you.
yeah, praise Jesus Christ, absolutely. Yeah.
Amen.
But to answer your question, Loretta, what did your daughter think? What did my wife think? I told you guys about seeing Jesus Christ, right? It was
Right.
about 2 weeks. So Phoebe started off. She wasn't calling me a blasphemer, like ridiculing me to that point, like telling me that like he's gonna punish me and all this, like that people think. But she was calling me. She's like, you should be faking it. And if you didn't see it, like you should say it out loud. And I was like, no, I actually saw him. So it was about between 2 weeks to 3 weeks. I told her, I was like, I have seen Jesus Christ. He literally stood in our master bedroom. I didn't tell her where though. I didn't tell him where he stood though. And then this actually happened. During that time frame, March, obviously, my son was a year. My wife was breastfeeding Noah. Yeah, my wife was breastfeeding Noah. And in time, she asked me, she's like, hey, Javier, come here. I was like, hey, what's up, mama? She's like, hey, can you please wash my feet? My feet are covered in dirt, And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I will.
Wow.
And then I remember grabbing the sponge and everything, the water. And then I didn't even think about it until after I washed the first left foot. I looked up at her and we made this like eye contact, like real eye contact. And I said these simple words. I was like, this is where Jesus Christ stood. The entire evening became quiet. She became a believer that second. She now in time doesn't question it. She doesn't agree with it, but she's like, my husband has actually seen Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ has literally shown me. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
believes it now. I know she
Oh
believes
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. I literally told her, I was like,
Because
Jesus Christ stood right here.
he's changed you so much. I mean, there's no
Yeah.
way you can't believe.
Yeah.
It's wild. Oh, I love the story. Do you believe God still shows up to people the way he did to you?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do. And at the same time, I think this is my understanding of it. I'm just a man. I'm just a mortal. I intend to die one day and be sent up to my Father. But I'm telling you that the Father, he also uses the devil. And the corruption of the devil, the good and the bad. And basically, he uses the good, he uses the bad, he uses everything. Because Jesus Christ is the only being, the only powerful being that can make good come from evil. Hands down, do believe that people get their spiritual awakening by connecting to the spiritual world.
What changed in you immediately? Your day to day. What was that significant? I need to do all these things different.
So this Bible, you guys see it?
Uh-huh.
So this Bible,
Yes.
this is a New Revised Edition Bible. This is the Catholic Bible. I purchased the New King James Bible as well, and I'm super happy you asked me, like, what instantly changed inside of you? Because I had this Bible before seeing Jesus or before hearing his voice or feeling the touch of the mother. And please let me read this chapter to you guys in this verse.
Please.
This actual chapter is from John. John chapter 15, verse 16. It was not you who chose me, but I who chose you, and appointed you to go and bear fruit that will remain, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name he may give you. This I command you, love one another. And literally, these words, they echoed throughout my entire body wanted to grab this Bible and literally start sprinting from house to house and slapping it like across people's face and be like, "Get back to church, he's real." So yeah, the actual
Messing around.
yeah, dude, I kid you not, man. Like the Holy Spirit literally came into my soul that day. There's nothing to fear. This Bible has written 365 verses inside of it that say, "Do not fear. Do not fear."
Right.
And yeah, my
right.
heart now feels settled. I feel peace.
That's great. That's perfect timing too, because we always end our show with a Bible verse. So I love
nice.
that you grabbed that one.
Yes.
But we are at a time I could talk to you forever because I love you. Thank you so much for coming on our show and sharing that story. It's so beautiful, and I hope it touches and blesses everyone that is listening or watching. Thank you for coming on, and that's it for this time. I hope you guys really got something out of this one, because it's pretty amazing and miraculous, and we love you, Javier.
We enjoy the blessing that you just gave all of us.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember, Jesus Christ is out there, everyone, and in time, He's always with you guys. He loves everybody. He wants everybody to be welcome up into heaven after our time on this planet. But it's on you. It's on everyone's soul, you know.
That's right. Bless you all. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Welcome to the laughter. Come and take a seat. It's the Pissy Sue Show, where the funny sisters meet, sharing all our struggles, faith leading the way, crazy stories coming, gonna brighten your day. Hold on tight, it's gonna get wild. It's the Pissy Sue Show, laughter lights the way. Sisters with a purpose, come join in the play. We're here for the fun and the joy that we share. In this wacky adventure, there's love everywhere. We laugh through the chaos with every little tale. Silly moments shared, we always prevail. From our grumpy mishaps to the dreams we chase. Sisters in the spotlight, rocking this space. Tune in, don't miss it. Buckle up, let's go. It's the Pissy Sue Show, laughter lights the way. Sister with a purpose, come join in the play. We're here for the fun and the joy that we share. In this wacky adventure, there's love everywhere. So grab your friends and spread the cheer. The Pissy Sue Show, we're glad you're here. Welcome to the laughter, come and take a seat. It's the Pissy Sue Show, where the funny sisters meet, sharing all our struggles, faith leading the way, crazy stories coming, gonna brighten your day. Hold on tight, it's gonna get wild. It's the Pissy Sue Show, laughter lights the way. Sisters with a purpose, come join in the play. We're here for the fun and the joy that we share. In this wacky adventure, there's love everywhere. We rise through the chaos with every ill tale. Silly moments shared, he always prevails. From our goofy mishaps to the dreams we chase. Sisters in the spotlight, we're rocking this space. Tune in, don't miss it. Buckle up, let's go.